Man, it's kind of crazy how they basically just leaked the ending to Godzilla -1 just by releasing this figure. Yeah, they drop him into a vat of pure mercury, he emerges, and he ends up looking like this figure. I know this is factual, by the way, because my father, John Toho, works for Nintendo and he told me so.
ShinRobjira.
Today we're going to be talking about the Bandai Limited Movie Monster Series Godzilla Store exclusive -GOJI metallic version. Right out the box, Chrome Dome GOJI over here is going to be standing just at 6 inches tall. Here's a closer look at that measurement. It is quite nice. Look at how shiny he is, blah 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 blah. Avert your gaze as we look at the tag. So this is basically just the Movie Monster Series tag with metallic version under Godzilla's name. All the usual dressings. Same stuff on the back with the inclusion of the Godzilla store. Same stuff on the inside with the color swap. And now, for the final time for a little bit. Sing it with me, kids. Since this figure is a Godzilla store exclusive, we have to double sleeve the tag so we keep it nice and fresh in liquid carbonite. How long until I have to say that again? January? Yeah, January, then February, then March. And then probably more times after that next year. Joy. So I don't mean to burst anybody's bubble here, but there it is. 3 solid stars. That's it. Review's done. You can click off now. But for those willing to stay, Movie Monster Series Mercury Drip -GOJI does indeed look beautiful. Yeah, it's essentially just the same figure, but completely dipped in metallic silver paint. It definitely brings the details out in a very large and crazy way, though. I mean, damn. That's kind of cool, really. And I guess the one downside to this figure is simply that it's just not going to feature any alternating colors until you get to the face, where the inside of the mouth is going to be this metallic pink color. The teeth will also be metallic silver, just like the rest of the figure, and it just looks cool. Same amount of paint and detail on the inside of the mouth. And now we can take a look at the eyes, which are a little on the wonky side here. I do believe the yellows of GOJI's eyes are going to be a nice metallic yellow instead of a flat yellow like the normal Movie Monster Series figure, and I appreciate that. It really does look cool. The gray for the rest of the eyes, though, is going to be the same, and the pupils are going to be just flat black. Just look at that. That is the face of a winner. And now let's take a look at the dorsal fins coated in this beautiful metallic paint. They look fantastic, and there's not too much else to say there. Shiny paint on Movie Monster Series figures really needs to be a more regular thing, I feel. And while that has become somewhat more regular with the retro color variants, I'm talking just about everything. I mean, I'm not saying every figure needs a metallic variant or such, but just looking at how great this guy looks with some metallic paint, let's maybe make it a regular occurrence to see more metallic figures for those who want them, you know? Because who could deny just the amazingness, the detail representation that is going on here with -GOJI. Now, it does seem to vary per copy, but as you can see in the crotch pit over here, right there, it almost looks like the paint didn't fully take over there. They might have sprayed this guy at a particular angle, and I don't know, I think that's kind of cool. Hopefully you all can see this, but there's a little area over here that looks like it wasn't fully painted, whereas on this leg it looks fully painted. Just know that I'm not complaining, I'm just pointing that out because it kind of gives the figure a bit of a two-tone nature to it, kind of like, what was his name? Moon White Shin Godzilla, how there was just blank white, and then there was like metallic white coating the figure and such. That was really cool, and I wouldn't mind seeing something like that either. I feel like we get a little bit of that same two-tonedness accidental over here, but I really can't see any other areas on the figure where that had occurred. Before I forget, here's the bottom of Godzilla's feet. TM Toho Company Ltd, Bandai China, numbers, numbers, numbers. The metallic paint all over the underside of the tail's detail, really looking fantastic. Just look at all of that. It really is a death metal forest of atomic trees. So to end paint and detail off, he looks great from just about every angle. Now, I don't think anybody truly needs this figure, but if you're all about collecting variants, I'd say don't skip out on this one. Solid star for paint and detail. Alright, just because I'm seeing this pop up more and more, Godzilla does have a thumb. He does. It's this finger right here. It's just the way these hands were molded. I don't know why they went with sculpting all the fingers together, because yeah, it does look a little awkward and it does look like he doesn't have a thumb, but I assure you he does, it just doesn't look like it at all. Anyway, articulation at the arm, articulation at the other arm, articulation at the leg, and the other leg. Nothing at the base of the tail, nothing at the mid portion of the tail, nothing at the head. Solid start for articulation. That's everything the original figure did. Size comparisons. Standard minus GOJI, Gemstone GOJI, Ride GOJI, Bacon, NECA KOTM GOJI, SH Monster Arts GVK GOJI, Hiya Toys GVK GOJI Mark 1, Armada Universe Optimus Prime, Leonard Red Alien Queen, Joy Toy Warhammer 40k Sergeant Righteous, and Earthspark Shockwave. Logical. I don't know why I didn't think of this initially, but look at them! Look at all of these metallic vinyl lizards and other things. Oh, what a shiny little sight. And I guess for the sake of sakes, here are the Minus Boys all together. Not too much variation going on right now, but once the spoiler figure comes out and more repaint / remolds of Minus GOJI come out, I'm sure it'll be a little bit more, flashy, for lack of a better term. Really, the only way I think this figure could have been better is if they included the burn scarring yellowish green on the metallic, or they used another metallic color for the scarring on Godzilla's body. Me personally, I think using this pink paint to do all the scarring paint detail would have been really cool. Or even if they somehow made this color metallic and just coated the front of his body like the original movie monster series did, just in metallic format. But I'm sure we'll see something like that eventually, because if Shin Godzilla is anything to go off of, there is likely to be 7 to 10 repaints, remolds, reissuings of this exact mold. So yeah, wanted to cover this guy real quick just because in February when the theater exclusive gets re-released, I'm definitely going to be talking about that because it looks beautiful. And because, I mean, how many repaints of Shin Godzilla and Hedorah do I have that don't need videos but I made them anyway? Yeah. Simple. As of right now, I think the only place you can really get this guy is from the Japanese Godzilla store, and I had to use Zen Market just to cop him. The pre-order period on the US Godzilla store is currently closed. We're not sure if any of those figures are coming back. I mean, I would assume they would, but I've assumed wrong multiple times, so... So it's either using a proxy service with the Japanese store, or copping it off of eBay for however much people are charging for this thing. Is it bad? When next we meet, I'm not sure what it's going to be. I have 2 videos currently scheduled, but sometime next week, the Raids Again figures are dropping. Granted, that'll be a little bit later on in the week, so I think we can have a normal week next week, hopefully. I don't know. Wait and see. See you all then and there. Have yourselves a lovely day, afternoon, and night. Many pieces to you. Thanks for watching all my content this week and last week, by the way. Really appreciate it.